Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Las Vegas Virtual College Fair. Thanks so much for joining us. I have just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started tonight. At any time, you can use the Q&A button on the bottom of your screen to type your questions to our presenters. As a reminder, your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you this evening. This is just one of the many sessions being offered, so please make sure to sign up for additional sessions. This session is being recorded and will be available within 1 week at that same website that you registered for tonight. So without further ado, I am going to turn it over to our presenters. You are first going to hear from the University of Arizona.
Perfect, thank you. My name is Christina Dominguez. I am one of the Texas regional recruiters for the University of Arizona, so I'm broadcasting from Texas. We are in a different time zone, but still thrilled for you to be here tonight with us. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about the University of Arizona and everything that we have to offer you. The University of Arizona was established in 1885, which, if you want to check my math, we've been around for 135 years. That means we've had some time to polish our academic excellence. We have over 250 degrees that we can offer you. I'll get a little bit more into that in a bit, but just wanted to show you visually where we are. We are located in Tucson, Arizona, which is just south of the state's capital, if you're aware of the capital of Arizona. We have about 35,000 students. We are 1 square mile of awesome. So for whatever reason, when I read this slide, it just makes me want to roll off my tongue, awesomeness. I know that's not a word, but for whatever reason, it feels right. What that means is everything that you need is within that vicinity. Walking distance. So from one side of the campus to the other, you're looking about a 15-minute walk. If you're like me and you're super slow, you're looking at a 20 to 25-minute walk. But we have all our 23 dorms, all of our academic buildings, student support services, our 2 state-of-the-art recreational centers. Anything and everything is going to be in that vicinity. So when we say 1 square mile, we have a lot to offer. We have 45,918 students to be exact. From now on, you're going to hear me say 46,000 because I really don't want to repeat myself for 45,918 students. Of the 45,000 students, we have about 35,000 undergraduates. So those are students that are interested in pursuing their bachelor's degree or achieving a bachelor's degree. Typically, a student is going to receive their bachelor's degree within 4 to 5 years. So even though we are a large university, if that's something that you're looking for, you want that large university with a lot of school spirit and school tradition, we are the place for you. But our class sizes remain relatively small. Our average class size you're looking at is about 20 to 29 students. That will fluctuate depending on which college you are in. For example, our College of Fine Arts, their average class size is about 9 students. So know that there may be larger classes, but your most essential classes, the classes you need for your major, and the courses that you need throughout a lifetime. Math, English will remain within that 20 to 29 range. Our student to faculty ratio is 15 to 1. So what that means is for the number of students that we have on campus divided by the number of faculty members, that leads to that 15 to 1. So for every 1 faculty member, we have about 15 students. 250 degrees. Out of the 250 degrees, they are housed in 20 colleges. So at the University of Arizona, we have, I won't name them because I will completely get out of breath. We have our College of Science, College of Engineering, College of Fine Arts. So All of our colleges house a different set of degrees, but overall 250 degrees. We have undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate level. What does that mean? We have a law school. We're the only university in the country to have 2 independently accredited medical schools. We also have a recently opened vet school, so we have degrees beyond just your bachelor's. 600 clubs and organizations. I am always going to tell you to get involved. So not only do we want you to thrive academically, but socially as well. So our clubs and organizations range from political, religious, social, academic, anything in between. We have a club for you. So we want Arizona to be your home away from home. I did say we are located in Tucson. I also did mention that we are south of the capital, but we are the 2nd largest city in Arizona. 300 days of sunshine, which I love sun, and I can't get enough of it. Average high temperature is 83, and you can say, wow, Christina, are you sure you don't get in the 3 digits? We do, but the hottest time of the year is typically summer, and typically students aren't taking summer school because they're back in their home state with their family. The only thing I'm going to mention on this side particularly is that we are a great college town. So the University of Arizona is the only university in Tucson, which means we have a lot of college students. And so it does really have that amenity of a large city, but a small college town. This is the merit award that we can offer students for fall 2021. Specifically, we are not requiring SAT or ACT for scholarship purposes, and this is the award that we can offer you every year for up to 4 years. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us. We are more than willing to assist you. Our email is admissions@arizona.edu. Thank you, and bear down.
Thank you so much. Next up, you're going to hear from Prescott College.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Callan Peterson. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions here at Prescott College. Actually, this is the wrong screen here real quick. Let me share the right screen. All right, so here we go. I'm on the right one now. So as I said, hi, my name is Callan Peterson. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions here at Prescott College. And I'm so excited to see that you're interested in learning more about our awesome school community. So first thing, where is Prescott College? Well, Prescott College is a small, private, liberal arts college with a focus on social and environmental justice. We're located in beautiful Prescott, Arizona, about an hour-and-a-half north of Phoenix, up in the Bradshaw Mountains, settled right on the edge of the Prescott National Forest. Our location makes us a perfectly suited launching point for both experiential field-based learning and all sorts of different opportunities for our students. But Prescott College is not just about our wonderful location. We are about our students. Oh, my presentation's stuck here. That's fun. So the key principle behind Prescott College is to educate our students to make a living, making a difference. Students who come to Prescott College want to make a difference in the world, and that's why we call our students change makers. Our graduates go off to be the change they want to be, becoming community organizers, founders and CEOs of nonprofits, and even US senators. Now, Prescott College supports our students towards this goal by taking a very different approach to education that has won us several awards for innovation. First off, we follow an experiential model that puts our students in classes of just 10 to 20 students, where they split their class time between hands-on based fieldwork and discussion-based Socratic seminars. Students are assessed through 20 question multiple choice tests, not through 200 question multiple choice tests, but through projects, presentations, papers, and internships, allowing students to have greater direction over their learning. We also are a block schedule school, meaning students don't take all of their classes concurrently. They instead take just one class at a time for 4 weeks. This allows for both greater dive into their topics of study and more opportunities for field-based internships. All of this together makes students the drivers of their education, having the ability to direct not only their model of learning, but also having direct control over their degree. It also means that our students graduate at higher than national average rates, and our graduates have higher than national average employment and earning rates after graduation, because employers know our graduates have relevant field experience. Speaking of degrees, Prescott has a large number of fields of study. We like to joke that we have as many degrees as we have students because of that self-directed model. But our most popular are our BA in Adventure Education, BS and BA in Environmental Studies, BA in Cultural and Regional Studies, Psychology and Human Development, Interdisciplinary Studies, Arts and Humanities, a BFA in Arts and Letters, and BA in Education with full levels of accreditation. On top of that, we have over a dozen master's and PhD programs, including Resilient and Sustainable Communities, Sustainability Leadership, Counseling, Education, Environmental Studies, and all of our master's programs are available as a tuition-free accelerated degree where students complete both their bachelor's and master's in just 5 years. Another way that we encourage our students to take advantage of hands-on learning is through our huge variety of remote and field-based blocks and semesters with international opportunities at our field stations in Masai Land, Kenya, Kino Bay, Mexico, Telemark, Norway, Costa Rica, and domestic opportunities all across the West, our big ones being our Grand Canyon semester, Arches, Moab, and Utah, and our exchanges through Eco League and SEAL. Now, there's a lot of other things that make Prescott College great, but one of them is our application requirements. We follow a holistic approach to admissions, meaning that we are interested in getting to know who you are as a person, not just what your grades are. For that reason, we require students to submit their transcripts, but also an admissions essay and a personal reference with their application. Oh, and our application is free because we never want finances to be a barrier to students applying to college. We also have an incredible student community with dozens of student-run clubs, a beautiful campus, and we're just blocks off of beautiful downtown Prescott. We also have some incredible LEED Platinum certified dorms, which are pictured here on my screen right now, are our freshman dorms. And in terms of scholarships and affordability, 99% of undergraduate students who come to Prescott will receive institutional aid. With our up to $16,000 a year Changemakers scholarship, we're one of the most affordable private colleges around. So thank you so much for your time. Stay connected. You can find out more, schedule a visit, schedule a tour, or connect with me on our website at prescott.edu. I hope to see you this fall as a new Prescott College student. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Kaylin. To further our tour through Arizona, you're going to hear from Ottawa University, Arizona.
Oops, wrong one, sorry. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Let me just get this on the right slide here. And my name is Michelle Sandoval. Trying to get on full screen here, and I'm from Ottawa University. As soon as it shows, I'll go ahead and get started. Do you see anything there, Courtney?
Not yet, Michelle. Technology, you know?
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, great. Of course it would do that on my time, right? So OUAZ, Ottawa University, Arizona. We are in Surprise, Arizona, which is about 30 minutes away from Phoenix. OUAZ is a combination of our Phoenix campus as well, and we prepare you for a life of significance. We have about 155 years as a university, and we have a brand new campus out in Surprise that opened up in 2017. Our location, again, started off in Kansas, and they decided to expand out to Surprise. There's 4 good reasons why to choose Ottawa University that is very different than other universities. The first one, and if you are taking notes, now's a good time to do it, but it's Personal Growth Day. Every Wednesday, the student will focus on what we call personal growth. The students like to call it adulting. So OUAZ provides students the opportunity to develop essential real-world skills. So these are developmental skills like how to buy a house, how to file taxes. The most popular one for the students is signing up for how to fix a flat tire. So personal growth days happen every Wednesday, which is a good break during the week. Students love that day. Faculty mentors, our faculty mentors will meet with students probably every 2 to 3 weeks when they start school and check up on them to make sure they're on track to graduate. That's the main goal. Flex term scheduling, our students can focus only on 1 or 2 classes at a time. So our semester model is a little bit different. Students can participate in clubs and only have to worry about taking 2 to 3 classes and not have to study maybe for 5 or 6 finals, right? So flex term scheduling is one of the unique approaches that we have. Again, it's a brand new residential campus. We have about 50 million invested into our new campus. We have 200 acres that we're working on. We have built our first phase. There's also one more that's not listed here that I want to emphasize, and it's our participation scholarships. So a lot of universities, sometimes to join clubs, you have to pay a fee. Well, we actually reward you with a scholarship for participating in our clubs, and they range anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000 a year. So I wanted you to write down those features as something that's unique that Ottawa University provides. So just a quick video to show you check-in day. So that was check-in day, and you can see we're social distancing. We have our masks on. We actually are doing very well with in-person classes right now. We are, like I said, Ottawa University, and we focus on the School of Business, undergraduate programs including accounting, human resources, leadership management. We have the School of Education, which is very popular out here, where we have about 8,000 alumni in teachers and also counselors from the School of Education, and arts and science. So we are a liberal arts school as well. Lots of different undergraduate programs. For the master's program, we reward our students with an incentive that they get 50% off of their master's program. We also have a bunch of activities students can participate in. Again, OUAZ rewards its students who participate in all these different activities. So we encourage students to get involved. There's academic clubs. It could be anywhere from psychology or business club to bowling, badminton. There's so many different things that you can do. Esports is one of our newest clubs, very popular. Again, anywhere from 8,000 to 12,000 to participate in the esports club. Men and women's wrestling, badminton, and bowling. So competitive club sports is very popular. We have, like I said, personal growth days. So another feature, Wednesdays are reserved for the development of the whole person so that our students are work and world ready. They learn different workshops in leadership, negotiation skills, personal finance. This is very important for students when they go out into the workforce. So it starts off in Spirit Life, then they get to hear from motivational speakers. We go into a gathering where we get to network with our community leaders, and then they sign up for the workshops. So personal growth day or adulting day, that's what they call it. Surprise, Arizona. We are partnered up with the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. Come check out Surprise, fastest growing city, top 10 safest cities. Lots of different scholarships available. I can help you with getting the right one that fits you. And you can follow us on social media. We have a visit day coming up this Saturday. We'd like you to come. And if you want to scan that, you can get all the information that you need. Again, it's Ottawa University.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I know that I've learned so much already about a lot of great institutions, and we still have more to come. So your next presentation will be from Sacred Heart University.
Awesome. Thanks, Courtney. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Sarah Kolaski. I'm the Regional Director of Admissions for Sacred Heart University. I'm based in Denver, Colorado, so just an hour ahead of you guys. So if you have any questions down the line, I am your direct point of contact in this admissions process moving forward. So Sacred Heart is a mid-sized Catholic university located in Fairfield, Connecticut. We're just an hour and a half outside of New York City and about 2.5 hours to Boston. So we're in this quintessential New England college town with a lot of accessibility. But of course, with the city not being too far away, we do offer a lot of resources for our students there as well. We're also located in the third most concentrated area, Fortune 500 companies. So anyone who's looking for those internship or experiential learning opportunities, they're right in our backyard. Sacred Heart is this sort of hybrid of liberal arts meets career education, meaning that we do allow students to really expand and enhance the life of the mind and really have those exploration years. But if you kind of know what you want to do, that's also great. And we do offer, on top of our 60 undergraduate programs, we have over 40 plus graduate or accelerated programs associated with those as well. We typically see about 40% of our student body come back to a Sacred Heart specific graduate program, just because they do get that priority consideration in the admissions review for graduate school. And they can also even start taking classes in their junior and senior year of undergrad. So really recognizing that return on investment and really wanting to pay those master's years forward. Some of our most popular majors include nursing, which is a direct entry program. So my high school seniors must apply by December 15th in order to be considered for that. We also have a wealth of opportunities in our health professions, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, athletic training, and then business, criminal justice, and cybersecurity are in our top 5. So students coming in are kind of looking all across the board. Most students still do come in undecided, including growing programs such as engineering, performing arts, and neuroscience as well. We were actually the first lay-led Catholic university in the world. So that means that we are actually independent from the church. We were founded in 1963, so founded a little bit later than most universities, but giving us a lot of autonomy with the curriculum and also really helping students self-identify what they want with the religion itself. We do not have requirements for our students. Typically, students will just take Intro to World Religions, Intro to Philosophy, and then we have what's called the Catholic Intellectual Tradition, which is very similar to any first-year seminar that talks about those big questions of what does it mean to be human, what is my purpose, what is my path, and ultimately deciding what they want from that religious and spiritual identity moving forward. Of all of the clubs and activities that we do have on campus, Habitat for Humanity is our largest student-run club. So I think that does speak to the character of the community itself, and that they are really looking to dedicate that time to service and unleashing hearts in the world, dedicated in helping others moving forward. We have over 100 plus partnerships with nonprofit organizations and volunteer organizations at the local and global level. So we're really emphasizing on contributing to our community and beyond. Sacred Heart is in very much a pivotal growth phase right now. As I mentioned, we're sort of known for the health professions. We've had top accolades. We're top in state for all of our health profession and nursing programs and top 5 in New England. And we've had 100% pass rate on all of our boards exams, 99% pass rate on NCLEX, and this was the first year we had 100% first-time pass rate for our FNP program. But we're looking to expand beyond that as well. We're top 5% of internationally accredited business schools in the world, and our engineering engineering programs are set to be Abbott accredited by the end of next year. We're also looking to expand in the performing arts, where we're top 20 in the country for those programs, with a direct connection to Broadway if students are interested in having that connection in New York specifically, and also in community service as well. So we're really looking to emphasize on what the modern student needs and how we can accommodate them moving forward. As I mentioned, since we are in such a growth phase, we've had 13 new buildings introduced to campus in the last 7 years. In the top left, you can see that we have JP's Diner. We're one of 3 college campuses to have a traditional East Coast diner as a meal option on campus. It's a beautiful space. It overlooks all of our athletic fields and a great place for students to connect before, during, and after those events on campus. We also have our WSU Public Radio and Public Safety Center, which furthers communications both on and off campus. We also have brand new dormitories where we're hopefully going to be fully residential by the end of next year. And our biggest project lately is our acquisition of GE's former headquarters, which is now going to be home to our College of Business and Technology. Jack Welch is the namesake of our College of Business and Technology and is looking to really provide those resources for students who are looking in those experiential majors. So my undecided engineers have the opportunity to work with an 11,000 square foot makerspace, an artificial intelligence lab, game design lab, computer science labs, and my hospitality and resort management students will be able to run a hotel as an internship, which is currently being renovated and should be completed by the end of next year as well. We also have our Bobby Valentine Athletics and Rec Center to have another option for students who are looking for recreational activity. We do have 32 Division I athletic sports, and we're looking to have over 35 club sports as well. So we just wanted to allocate that extra space for students who need it. And finally, we did purchase a community theater in downtown Fairfield to, again, further those opportunities in performing arts, where we have 28 different performing arts groups on campus. And finally, I will just leave this little piece here. This is just our overview of our application process. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions moving forward. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Next, another school in Connecticut, University of Connecticut.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Caitlin Wilcox-Perry, and I am one of the admission officers at the University of Connecticut. Today, I hope to provide a brief intro to UConn and all that it has to offer, but I'll also include our virtual experiences link at the end of the presentation so you can go ahead and explore UConn even after the presentation is over. So at the University of Connecticut, we are annually ranked among the top 25 public universities in the nation. This is something that we are extremely proud of. And at UConn, we actually have 5 campuses spread throughout the state of Connecticut. With that, we do have around 24,000 total undergrads across all 5 campuses, with around 19,000 of those undergrads at our main campus, which is located in Storrs, Connecticut. So as I mentioned, UConn's campuses are truly spread out throughout the state of Connecticut. Our main campus is located in Storrs, and we also do have regional campuses in Hartford, Waterbury, Avery Point, and Stamford. The main campus is conveniently located in the northeastern part of Connecticut, so we are about an hour and a half away from Boston and about 2.5 hours from New York City. And at UConn, we are invested in providing students with a warm, inclusive, and richly diverse community for all students to thrive. So truly being one community with many cultures. About 1/3 of our students identify as ethnic and racial minorities. We have more than 90 countries and 42 states represented within our student body. And we also have a 12% international student population as well. Jumping into the academic programs at UConn, we have over 115 majors and over 320 different minors and concentrations. All of our majors are housed into 10 different schools and colleges. Our top most selective programs can be found in the School of Business, Engineering, and Nursing. However, approximately 41% of our students are enrolled in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, which houses some of our most popular programs, including biology, psychology, communications, political science as well. And about a quarter of our students come in undecided. So if you're not 100% exactly sure what you'd like to study, we have a really great set of academic advisors in our ACES program that will work with you and kind of help figure out what your interests are, what careers you're looking to go into, and how those align with the majors that we offer. And even though we have a larger campus population, our student faculty ratio is 16:1, and our average class size is about 30 to 35 students. So this gives students the opportunity to attend a larger school, but still have that smaller campus feel within the classroom. And moving on to student life on campus, our students at UConn have a lot of school spirit. So men's and women's basketball games are some of our most popular events, and they are free for students to attend. At UConn, we also do have over 700 different clubs and organizations for students to be a part of as well, including Greek life, skydiving club, we have a cappella groups, dance groups, 5 different cultural centers, and really so much more. So there is truly something for everyone here at UConn. And if we don't have what you're looking for, it's really easy to start your own club as well. And at UConn, we do understand the importance of experiential hands-on learning opportunities in the form of internships, co-ops, shadowing, and more. And so every year we have over 700 companies on our campus actively recruiting our students. In addition to that, community service is also very important to our students, and our students spend over 1.3 million hours serving their community each year. We also do have over 135 different study abroad experiences for students to take part in, and students can study abroad when it's convenient for them. So we do offer the typical semester-long trips, but we also do offer short-term trips in winter break and spring break. And moving quickly through the application process at UConn, when we review your application for admission, we do a holistic review, which means that we're looking at every single piece of information that you choose to submit, and not just focusing solely on the academic information, but also taking into account your extracurricular involvement, personal qualities, and any other additional factors that can be revealed in your essay and in your optional letters of recommendation. This holistic review also applies to our merit scholarship consideration and our honors program consideration as well. So there is no separate application required to be considered for those. You are automatically considered for those when you apply to UConn. And UConn is also now a test optional institution beginning for students applying into this 2021-2022 academic year. And when we say test optional, it's exactly what we mean. So it is your choice to decide whether or not you'd like to submit those test scores, but no student will be disadvantaged or negatively impacted if they choose not to submit. This test optional policy is also in effect for our merit scholarship and honors consideration as well. And some important deadlines just to take note of at UConn, we do not have early action or early decision. We have what's called a priority consideration deadline. So if you are interested in any merit scholarship or our honors program, I would definitely recommend applying by that date. This is also the deadline for our special programs as well. January 15th is our STORS first year application deadline. If you are interested in any need-based aid, we would meet the FAFSA by February 15th. And March 1st is when we begin to send out admission and financial aid notifications. And these dates typically stay the same year to year. And so that concludes my presentation. If you do have any questions, definitely ask those in the Q&A section. But if we're not able to answer your questions tonight, please feel free to reach out to me via email. And we do have some awesome virtual experiences on our website as well. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks, Caitlin. Our final presentation tonight will be from George Washington University.
Hello, I'm Lee Stork. I'm a regional director of admission for the George Washington University in the heart of Washington, D.C., and I'm your representative for Southern Nevada. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions beyond what I'm talking about today. I always feel like we need to start out talking about the incredible history of the George Washington University. We're not just named for the first president of the United States, we were his idea. He even left money behind when he died in 1799 towards the founding of this university. We were formally founded by an act of Congress in 1821 with a really clear mission that we still embrace today: to train the future leaders of our country in the heart of our nation's capital, where they can get real life experience in how the world works. I like to point out, these are not GW students on a field trip. They're just walking around our neighborhood. Yes, we are in a monumental location, as I said, right in the heart of Washington, D.C. We're a mid-sized university, usually have between 10 and 11,000 undergraduate students, but we draw those students from all over the country and indeed all over the world. 130 different countries are typically represented in our undergraduate students. But we're a private university, so you can expect to get some great personal attention and support while you're at GW. In fact, over half of our classes have 20 students or less. This gives you an idea of the incredible opportunities available to our students because of our location. These are just 8 sites where our students get involved, either by going to cultural events at the Kennedy Center, maybe participating in research at the National Academy of Sciences, or doing an internship in one of the top either US governmental organizations or international organizations, where decisions are being made that impact the entire world. Students come to GW because they want to make a big difference. They want to improve the world, and they see their education as a tool to help them do that. We are also in the Great East Coast Corridor, so it's really easy to get to other cities on the East Coast from our campus. The DC Metro comes directly to our campus, so this just shows you a small portion of Washington, DC, but our students take over the whole city from that metro station, Foggy Bottom, that comes right to our campus. We have 2 campuses. The Foggy Bottom campus is our main campus where most of our academic buildings are. We have a second campus that is just about 3 miles away called the Mount Vernon campus. About a third of our first year students live on the Mount Vernon campus. The campuses are connected by a fleet of beautiful new GW shuttles that are Wi-Fi equipped. So if you are living on the Mount Vernon campus or you have a class over there, it's always really easy to get back and forth. By the way, all GW students have access to both campuses, and all GW students have some activities on both campuses. It's a real bonus for our students to have that second campus, because one of the features is we are allowed to guarantee our students 3 years of on-campus housing. We have an incredibly active student body. Whether it's political activity, fraternities and sororities, Division I athletics, student organizations, performing arts, our students get out and about and take advantage of this incredible, vibrant international city that we're in. Part of the opportunity of being in DC is incredible dining options, and our students have access to many of those incredible dining options. Because when you're a GW student, you are not required to spend any of your dining dollars in a typical, boring dining hall. You can choose where you eat every meal. And we'll give you lots of help, because once you get to campus as a first-year student, you've got to start #adulting right when you hit the ground, including budgeting your food dollars. But we'll give you lots of help on how to do that. Yes, that's a Whole Foods right on our campus. So our students eat really well and have incredible variety. We have 7 different schools and colleges when you apply to GW. I should say 7 schools and colleges for our undergraduate students. When you apply to GW, you can apply for direct entry to any of these 7 schools and colleges. By the way, this lovely photograph is in our Science and Engineering Hall, a $330 million investment in the future of STEM at GW. We have over 75 majors in our 7 different schools and colleges, and all told 175 major minor possibilities at GW. So our students not only become experts in their fields, but often will learn something in another school. We have lots of special programs for first-year students. We have an accelerated BA/MD program and lots of living and learning communities. To really learn more about this, I don't have time to talk about them all, so I encourage you to dig a little deeper online, because you'll be asked on the supplement of the Common App to choose one if you're interested. We've been test optional since 2015, so we've been reading holistically. You can be admitted to any program at GW, and you can get a merit scholarship whether you send a test score or not. We offer lots of need-based financial aid. We don't do interviews. We don't have early action, but we have 2 rounds of early decision, and our final deadline is January 5th. If you want more information, if you're from Southern Nevada, please contact me directly. I'd be happy to help. If you want to talk to someone about the student experience, you can call our Office of Undergraduate Admission. We're also offering lots of virtual opportunities to learn more about the 200 years of history at GW. If you go to our website and put in the search term Journey to GW, you will find all of those events. And my 6 minutes are up. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you to all of our presenters tonight. I've noticed that there haven't been any questions in the chat, but I'm going to ask a question of each one of our panelists tonight to leave our audience with a great piece of advice that they would have for seniors in the application process or their parents. Anybody like to go first?
Sure, I'll go. It's Michelle from Ottawa University. And I guess my piece of advice for the seniors, because I'm a mother of 3, and I would say apply to as many colleges as you can. Get the ball in your court, get as many acceptance letters, and that way you are not a procrastinator and just end up somewhere you don't really want to be. So I say get as many applications in, especially if they're free, right? So that's my advice.
Okay, I'm gonna offer the absolute opposite advice. I think one of the most important things seniors can do to make their life livable and get their best options is to limit the number of colleges you apply to so that you write really good applications. For those of us that are selective, if you apply to too many colleges, it becomes really evident to us because you make sloppy errors or you don't write the optional essay that we've invited you to write. So I really encourage you to do a lot of work in your college search so that you can limit the number of places you apply to and write really great applications.
Thanks, Lee and Michelle.
I'll hop on after that and say my number 1 recommendation is always stay in contact with your admissions counselors. Talk to people. No matter what colleges you're applying to, how many or how few you're applying to, talk to the people there, ask them what they're looking for in their applications, ask them what they're looking for in their students, and ask about the school. That's how you're going to get the information that you want.
You mean you guys are all real people? That's crazy talk. And I hope you realize that they're all fun and helpful people. And I know that you realize that you had your family members to help and that you had your school counselors to help, but maybe you didn't realize that you had these amazing professionals at all of the colleges and universities that you're looking at. Excellent advice, Kaylin. Anyone else?
I think I'm gonna piggyback off of Kaylin because it's so important to know the resources that you have at your disposal. Our positions wouldn't be where they are today. We wouldn't have jobs without students asking these questions. Like, we want you to email us and stay in connection with us. And I know that the panelists will agree here, like, don't ever apologize. I get emails all the time. I'm sorry to bother you. You are in no way a bother because this is my job and I'm supposed to make sure that you get all the relevant information to make the best decision for your higher education needs.
And I'll sort of echo that and also what Lee had mentioned earlier. If you're not interested too, it's okay to opt out. It's something that counts, and especially in this day and age as we're being so Zoom heavy and so email heavy and communications heavy, it's only going to do you a disservice if you are going to not be intentional about this process, right? And we're counselors first. We really all collaborate with one another to ensure that you're identifying what the right fit is for you. So if you are no longer interested in a university, that is okay. Don't be afraid to say, and as we mentioned, we are human, so don't be afraid to say, hey, thank you so much. I really thought it was going to be on my list and I am no longer interested. Please take me off your mailing list. It's going to save a lot of time and attention that can be directed elsewhere. So I say, be intentional as possible. We know that there's a lot going on in these changes right now, so we want to facilitate that process as much as possible for you as well.
I just wanted to add that for students, take advantage of all of these virtual experiences that are available. UConn virtual tours, like this is a new thing for us. We finally have one on our website, and I'm sure many other schools feel the same as well. So we're in this weird time where everything is available now online, and to definitely, you know, take advantage of that. And I just want to echo to definitely reach out to your admission counselors if you do have any questions after looking at those virtual things. And we are more than happy to speak with students that are interested.
And I'll add one more thing. Enjoy your senior year. It's going to go by in such a flash. You're hardly going to be able to believe it. And I know this isn't what you maybe expected for your senior year, but there's lots of things still to celebrate, whether it's the submission of all of your applications, if it's, of course, celebrating this and certainly choosing a college or choosing your home for the next 4 years. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Our panelists were fantastic, and I know that you learned lots of great things. When you close this window tonight, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We appreciate any feedback that you can provide. This was just one of the many sessions being offered, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. In about a week, you will be able to find this session's recording, as well as all the other session recordings on the website where you registered. Thanks so much, and have a great night, everyone.